Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And today we are talking about how to create a user's blog post. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start API server by typing npm start and also start the Angular 2 application. Sorry, npm start well, and open the web project in webslam. Here I'm calling everything. I'm opening an API in web browser. See. Now I'm going to introduce about the model. Again, one thing. We have an account model, and post. And also we create user has many posts. The user has many posts in the account model JSON we can configure here. We can see the relations by posts and type has many and two model posts. And that means the user and can enable posts to create more posts, and the post will be belong to a user. The port will be belong to the server port JSON, and it's not there. Now I'm going to create a relation from post to user by typing slc loopback relation, and we select the port, and the port will be belong to user, belong to account. I'm sorry. Now we leave default and also default. Now I'm restart API server again and refresh browser. Now you can see here the port will be belong to an account. If I type in a user ID here, and we can see this port belong to account. And okay, I'm going to open the Angular web client, and I log in. Now I'm going to register with an account. Done. The username will be done, and done supercontact.com. The password done. Okay, and create an account. Okay, that means look good. Now I'm logged in with account done, password done, and login. Okay, so we see log out and create spot here. Now I'm going to verify to make sure the API endpoint in the post service we connect right. Now open site and add rc app and block. We see in block service. Block service file will be to connect between the Angular apps to the API server. We have a server API here, and create a port. Create a port will be Okay, look good. So now I'm going to create my first post. Now create new post. Hey, this post from Tom is I'm copying to duplicate content here and say okay, we have it, and I'm going to create one more post, another post by Tom. Okay, and say okay in block main page we list all the posts by user, and now I'm going to log out and create another account by and so let's see Tom by username stats first. Last name will be test last name, and username will be test, email test@gmail.com, password will be test as well, and create an account. Now I log in with test account test. Okay, and create a block. Now I'm going to see yes create block. Okay, and I think we need to make a function to update the authentication by update token. Here you can see this dot header dot sets authorization by this dot service. This is much more better. And when we call to create a post, we can call this update header. Updates. I'm sorry. It should be update header. This header and call this update header. And update support. We can also use update header as well. Header. Okay. Now it should be refreshed automatically. Now I'm logging with account with test. Now post by test account. Copy again. Can see. Okay, the post test by account, and one more post. Another post by test. Okay, Chris. Okay. So we have a profile page. Now I'm going to create a new menu, my account, in the browser in app module. You can see here my account with profile, and as a new menu navigation bar in by edit app component.html by login account, and I think I will copy that for real quick. My account. By if user have been logged in, we go to my account. Now we see upload user my account. user, my account, my profile. Okay, and it should be automatically refreshed. My account and view my profile. Okay, so I'm going to create a tab by, I think I will copy this for real quick, this tab, and in the user profile.html, my account, and we have a tab, and my account will be linked to router link, go user, my account, and my post. This will be linked to a user, a list of block with the post belong to current user. We can edit here. Now I'm going to create a new browser in app.modern by user register, and you can see path here. Path will be equal and user and this will be an ID of user and block. The ID will be this argument in the router. We pass, for example, we can see for user my ID, for example, 1, 2, 3, and block here. So user ID and block, and component will be, and we need to generate a new component by in Angular with new ng generate a component, for example user block, user port. You can see here. Okay, user port. User port here. I think we need to remove this and in main model, app source model, we see remove user port component, remove this again. I'm trying to generate again by group this into user port. I want the user port component will be inside of group user here, and that would be easy. Okay, so we have a router now will be the user port component. Okay, now we can see we can create a new menu by user and my ports will be user ID. We can take by user.id, and here is my ports. Now remove this, we don't need that at the moment, and refresh the page. Okay, we can see here we have one tab is the main account, and another tab will be my blog post, and we can copy this in user port and path here, see my port here, user ID and my account. Okay, user ID and in close or and in user port component we can get user by user types equal constructor and primary so let's see for new user in constructor with private all service equal all service and automatically imports by response as well, and on z and z init we can pass here by this dot user equal all service this dot all service dot get current user. So let's see. Okay, my account, my profile, and click my post. In user block, it should be activate. Steps now should be activate by us and bootstrap class activate here. And now we see again profile and click my port, and now in the port will hit we should working by the plat equal user port. Now I'm just user welcome to user dot name dot first name block. Okay. Okay. Or we can set the page title by an under stop h1 in page title. In page title we can set a variable inside of user port component by page title equal it's just string I think so equal, let's give it empty, and also we update it by this dot page title equal it should be this dot user dot first name and plus with block. Now the page it would be automatically refresh. Okay, test block is my first name and block and my account and my post. Okay. Okay, so we have the page title here, and now I'm going to refresh the content. First, the block content belong to user. Okay. So we take a look at the port service. We have a function here, get the port, and with the filter we can be filter everything here. By for example, now I take a look at Loopback, and we have an ID here and account and gas block, and the ID will be user ID. I'm padding here and try out. Okay, so these are the two ports content belong to the test user. The test, okay. So we have a URL to call the port of it here. This URL, and so I'm going to make another function by get user port by user ID. User ID will be string, and we have a filter string. At the moment we don't need the filter, but we left that for the future. Now yes, pause here. I'm copy that for real quick. Now I'm going to change the URL will be to an API account // account and okay / account that's will be here, and will be user ID here, user ID. Okay, user ID for future. Okay, at the moment we don't need a future, but slap that for now. Yes, user port, and in user component here, and we on init we need to call. I'm going to private the port service as it automatically imports by WebStorm, and this port service does get user port, and we have a user ID here. User ID we can get this user ID from URL string. Yes, user ID by, and we have out router param and private router and activate router, and this dot router does snapshot dot param and ID var user ID equal. The first thing we try to control just log user ID to make sure everything here fine. Account, my profile, and my post. No provider for post service. So provider will be an array for service. Now I'm say again, it look fine now. It should be fine now. And my post, okay. We get the user ID from router param, and now we can use this ID to get this port service get port by get user ports by user ID, and the future. Now let's give it a name for now, and subscribe and respond now, and also error. We log the console to error. We log the error to console, and console.log response. Okay, now see. Okay, so we have an array with two objects will be the post, that post body user. Okay. So I will show you another tip. We can get the blog post and the user information each post by I'm going to copy that URL. Sorry, I'm going to copy the URL. Okay. View stroke. Okay, so we have a port, and now we can pass the filter equal now by include array of user. User include get user port now and see in the port folder include in the user by port just user. Let's get Loopback documentation, and for documentation and Loopback version 2.8 and model relationship, define model, and I'm working with data query data, include filter, include release model, filter where include, and now you see in the I'm going to in the model in the API and command model post.json we have a belong to account. Okay, so I type this type user is not right, so now it should be fine by filter equal include account not user. Okay, so here we can see now I'm going to filter by here for include account not user. Okay, so we have a more information here. Each port we have an account. So in the filter now we can port that isn't okay filter with last query equal include will be an array of belong to model. Now we need to add account here, account, and let's filter equal encode URL by json.string first query. Now look at the console. we have more information here. An array. Now we have an account object here. Okay, so now let's bring to a article. Class user belong pass. Now we can loop by using ng4. Okay, pass. Let's pass in up pass. Now we need to define a pass variable. Path as path will be an array of paths. You can see the path model automatically import here equal new equal an empty array. Now once we get the response value from the user port here, we need to set this dot port equal res port as port. Okay, so in the HTML file we can see now we to add to and port.title and body class body parts body okay, see parts.body. Okay, so we can add some more field like deep class equal meta, and now we expand by author. By post dot account dot port.account dot let's see port.account dot first name, or we can use username. Okay, server. Now let's see. Okay, post by technical author test. I think with meta tag will be under title, post title, and user port. Now we try a bit and see at that, and post user port and copy this for okay, so look good. And the one thing I need to show you is that right now we are logged in an account and view the user post by ID, and we get the user information in user post component by the current login user. This is a problem. If someone are not logged in with an account and view another account, now I'm trying to copy the link and log out. Now I'm pasting the URL again. You will see an error. Yeah, we see an error. Now this user is known and this user empty. So how we fix that? Right now is if user are not logged in, we could not view an account. So for example, I'm copying the user ID and remove token, and now I'm not logged in, and copy this URL and get account by type user ID here, and the body response will be return an authorization request admin, just permission denied. Now, and if you want to, someone can view account, view a user account by we can set in the account.json by access. For example, now I'm going to, I think I copy that for real quick, and a set by will type will be a set type will be row. No, sorry. A set type princess. Now let's take a look at pod.json. Set type. Okay. I think I will remove the set type drones with. For now, I set everyone, and everyone can permission allow and matters. Property will be file by ID. Now I'm not sure, however, we can try to refresh the API server again. Now try it out again. Okay, so I can view an account with the email and ID. For in the loopback we have a very powerful with the model define and protect the field. For example, now creating a model, and if you define the model model define JSON. Now you can see we can hidden property or protect here. If you want to, someone you can view an account by only show only first name and last name and username, and we need to protect email. Now just simple, we can tie this and we have a protect property, and we can pass by here. Protect will be an array of field of property. For now, we need to protect an email property. Just type this email, and now I'm going to restart API server again. Let's see. Now try it out again. File ID. Oh, look like not correct here. Protect. Now I'm making to see properly email. It should be under properly validation. Okay, look something not wrong. Property hidden. Now I'm going to try to hidden email. It should be far here. Okay, it should be hidden. But not use it well. And the protect, I think it should be right by npm store. And here, now I'm trying to refresh this. The email had been gone here. Email had been gone. Account ID and account will be first name, last name, and username and test. Okay, that looks fine. Now I'm going to fetch the user by okay, now in user post closes. In user we have a user service. Sorry, we have a user service and make a new function to get user by ID. We have a user ID will be string and this .http.get last URL equal this.server URL plus and account ID will be an ID with plus an ID here, and will be just a guess an URL and header will be this.header. Okay, so I'm calling to get and map map response and return return red.json. Okay, and case if found an error, we return an error as well. Return observable dot throw error. We also mark the return for function here observable, and will be in user should be written here. Okay, import service. Now this user now will be to this dot user service user service. We need to private and private user service to be user service. Also imports by webstorm. Does get user by ID. We pass the ID here. I'm sorry, we need to here by user ID. Dot surprise when it return will be response will be the console. Now I'm going to console log response. Need to wait a bit in HTML if user and see if user. Now with user need to block. We need to make to copy this here and define block. Now we have a username and name here. Now I'm going to set this.user dot equal response as user, and one we have a user object, and I think the query to get the user port it can be inside of this function, And also we can see logs arrow to console, so the slug are okay. This look good. Now try again. One more thing. And define block this dot user. Oh, okay, so page title now we set here. Page title, and we also change the page title here as well. I will show you how to change that. Now we have a test block, and now I'm not logged in with any account, and this you can view. I'm going to open in new private. In, for example, I want in Safari, and now we can access. Okay, so good, look good. Now I will show you how to change the page title here. This should be private. We have a private title. Will be title. You can see title automatically imports, and as soon as where's the user info. Now make it easy to understand. Let title equal let user blocks title. It should be for easy understand. And now with this dot title, now here, and sets the title. Which title will be user block title. Now let's see. You can see the title now automatically change. Okay, now it should be test block. And refresh one more time.